Hey guys and gals, Neri here from Drakewing Gaming. It's 70 Mount Toward the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Lust Shards, Tate's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Oh, shut up, you perfectly sexy twink. Ouch! The feral, out-of-control cat punches me in the arm with all his might, leaving a gushing red wound on his... Stop narrating nonsense and come on. I need my beauty sleep. Coming. Seriously, that hurt. I barely touched you. You're stronger than you look. You mean I don't look like a 7-foot bodybuilding bear? We jogged towards my dorm, since it's the closest, and because I realized I forgot to lock it. He lays there in my bed in his silly but comfortable-looking pajamas. Faint snores can be heard the moment his head makes contact with the edge of my pillow. We not only share a bed, but the same pillow as well, since the Academy is too stingy to afford a second one. But for tonight, this is perfect. For the first time, I see him not as a friend, not as a lost child in a store, not as a victim or a troublemaker, but as someone special to me. Someone dear in not a lustful way. There's no way I can lust over those pajamas. Sorry, not sorry. I just want him to be safe and sound near me, just like this. Oh, I wish I could fall asleep as fast as him. Instead, I have to have an entire internal monologue about the person sleeping next to me. Meanwhile, in a dream... While my vessel practices being unconscious, I walk around in the cat's mind. It's a very chaotic and downright scary place, but I managed to locate some of tonight's memories and replace them with similar ones, but in dream form. I'm sure a certain someone would be pretty pissed off if I played around more, so I'll abstain myself for now. I don't have any time for more dreams, which I have to admit is a bit disappointing, since I was getting invested in the story. Now all I have to do is wait for morning to come. I have a feeling today will be a very interesting day. I get woken up in the morning by thin, wiggling whiskers invading my snout. My eyes slowly open, meeting eye to eye, literally with the cutest, most handsome cat in the world. His black-purple fur glistening in the rays of sunshine coming through my blindless window. Even with our night adventure, I feel surprisingly well-rested. Rested enough that I'd rather lay here awake, watching his steady breathing. Creep. Look who's here. Good morning to you, too. Sure. Mission accomplished, by the way. He will wake up and think it was all a dream. Yeah, good job. I turn around and check my phone sitting on the nightstand. 5:58 a.m. 2 more minutes for the alarm to go off. Might as well cancel it. I reluctantly get out of bed, go for some water, and end up brushing my teeth as well while I'm at it. For some reason, I have this warm feeling inside, like my whole life is amazing and stress-free. Might be the effects of a certain new person in my life. This man falls asleep in seconds, but it takes a level 7 earthquake to wake him up. Let's see, how should I go about it? Violently? Oh my god. We're friends, and as we all know, friends torture each other for fun. Yeah. Don't worry, y'all. I'm gonna do all the options. Don't worry. We're friends, and as we all know, friends torture each other for fun. We walked the whole night with sleepers on, which are now sitting at the foot of the bed, beneath his bare feet sticking out from underneath the blanket. We had to use the blanket's short side so we both could fit. I'm about to give this cat a taste of his own medicine, maybe add my own twist to it as well. I grab his ankles firmly, taking a last look at the innocent sleeping cat. Then drag them all with all my might until his whole body leaves the bed and hits the floor. He's now laying on the cold, hard ground. Still asleep. Can't even have fun when I try to be an asshole. Time for a bucket of water. No, wait, I'm awake, I was just pretending. That was really mean, you know. My ankles hurt. Oh, don't be such a baby. Help him up and arrange his wrinkled pajamas, putting the hat back on. That's what you get for almost sleeping in on the day we're supposed to save Seraph. You're right, Wait. How do you know his name? Oops. He did not, in fact, ever mention his name, save for last night, but in his mind it was just a dream. You, said it in your sleep. That explains a lot, actually. Nice save. Yeah, we're gonna do all of them. Innocently. I already know he's a heavy sleeper, but that doesn't mean I have to throw a bucket of ice water on him or throw him off the bed. I take out my phone and play some nature sounds, morning birds singing, cicadas screaming, and wind blowing through the leaves. I uncover the window to let the early morning light shine on his face as well, and take a seat at the side of his bed, caressing his arm gently until his eyes crack open. He scans his surroundings, looking lost before his gaze catches me and smiles. He blushes heavily. This was the nicest, gentlest way someone has ever woken me up. I hate you, Travis. We're setting a much higher standard for all my friends from now on. That's what you get for almost sleeping on the day we're supposed to stay. Okay. So, lovingly. Time to serve this cat his own medicine. He's not the only one that can flirt. I climb on the bed, positioning myself on top of him. I intertwine our hands and pin them above his head, arching my back and bringing my face closer to his with a smirk. I blow gently in his face, making his nose twitch until his eyes slowly crack open. Good morning, Sleeping Beauty. Hey, babe, how have you... Ah! Whoa! I really thought that his murder mittens were the only things I had to pin down, but his leg alone raised my body and threw me off the bed. Ow! As soon as he sees me on the floor, he looks at me curiously. It's okay, you can call me babe. You don't need to bring out the MMA moves. It's not my fault you're so light. I didn't expect you to be the one to pull that on me. It's usually my job to raise others' wood in the morning. He hides his crotch with his tail as he gets up from bed, a bit embarrassed. You did this, and then my mission was accomplished. And that's what you get for almost sleeping in on the day you're supposed to save Seraph. You're right. Wait, how do you know his name? Oops. He did not, in fact, ever mention his name, save for last night, but in his mind it was just a dream. There you go. You, said it in your sleep. Ah, that explains a lot, actually. Nice save. He looks down, contemplating for a second before returning to smile. The good news is that I have a hunch about where to start. Is that so? Then what are we waiting for? I kind of want to get dressed first. Then we go by your dorm and fly out the window to our destination. Look at you being more excited about this than me. I really appreciate that. Anytime. This will be our first real serious mission together. That nobody is allowed to find out about until it's over. We walk up the stairs to his room. I walk in first and he locks the door behind. This is my first time seeing your dorm, isn't it? Yep, bask in its glory. It looks awfully similar to mine, except for with more stuffed animals stacked in the corner in the bed. The cat wastes no time, sliding off his pajamas right in front of me before even finding his usual clothes. Oh my goodness. Okay, you're naked. I'm not naked, I have a jockstrap on. I told you before that I'm not shy. You're the one making a fuss about naked people. It's not normal to be surprised by someone taking their clothes off in front of you. Yet your eyes are stuck to my ass. I said surprised, not repulsed. Ah, here they are. Did you hear this? Do you wear the same outfit every day? He raises an eyebrow, eyeing me up and down. Hey, mine look the same, but they're different clothes every day. I just didn't know how far I can go with customizing the uniform. Well, I have a bunch of copies of the pants and crop shirt as well. Marina helped me sew them. But the hoodie is unique. Seems pretty easy to make. It doesn't matter if they can make it or not, because it was the first gift I got for my birthday ever from Mrs. Mandrate. How old were you then? 6. A weird gift for a toddler. Hey, she had pure intentions. She saw the crop bit and thought it would suit me perfectly. Didn't realize the sleeves and hood were normal sized. I loved wiggling with them around and running with them flowing in the wind, so I didn't let her cut them down. The crop clothes are a trap for all the older generations. Now I can't stop imagining you with your baby face and baby arms and baby feet standing proud in front of them with your new gift. I was 6, not a baby. I was just small. Hey, I grew into it, didn't I? He takes his broom from its designated corner, the 2 soft-looking pillows with leather straps attached to them, which he locks to the broom. Here we go, all done and ready. This ride might be a bit longer, so your balls will be thanking me. They started thanking you the moment they saw those pillows. I jump on behind him, wrapping my arms around his belly like always. No claws this time, I'm used to flying by now. We get out through the window and he closes it behind before flying off. The morning's fresh but cold. The morning's fresh but cold air is hitting my fur harder than the night before, since this time we need speed, not stealth. The cushioned seats the cat decided to add for today's journey proved to be a fantastic addition before we even left the barrier. The streets of the town are almost empty, and the few people that are unfortunate enough to wake up this early are visibly tired with sluggish movements. As for us, we don't get to be tired. The emotions are a tad too strong to brush aside, plus that we're flying at high speed. There you go. Music is turned up. No voice volume. No one speaks but me. The more I think about that wyvern, the less I pay attention to my cold hands grasping the cat's soft, warm belly. He flies with confidence in a straight line, with a destination in mind. The man walks with an air of confidence rarely seen in this day and age. Props to any of you if y'all know what that's from. Although, I know how that destination got in his mind. As far as he is concerned, it was all a dream, so I should probably act more curious on the topic. That is easier said than done. Any words escaping my mouth would need to be shouted pretty loud for him to hear through all the wind resistance, which means it's time for a long, silent ride. At least the view is definitely something to write home about. We fly for over 2 hours, with small breaks along the way, long enough to take a sip of water and check the map. No small talk or big talk or any kind of talk. Passing forests, lakes, and hills until the trees slowly become larger and larger, signaling our arrival in the region we saw in the crystal ball. Indeed, trees 5 times taller and thicker than the ones around the academy. If these trees fell in the woods and there was no one around, you can rest assured everyone would still hear them in a 10-mile radius. The cat seems excited to arrive at the edge of the new forest as we land for the last time and begin our rest of the journey on foot. He scans every tree, every animal, and every other plant, seemingly trying to remember what they all look like. Hopefully my questions now won't be too distracting. Hey, may I ask how you are so sure this is the right way? Why didn't we fly in the exact opposite direction? I just know. Just like that? I had a dream about the general area he's in. I know it sounds stupid, but to me it felt real. I have this strong feeling that I can't explain. I'm not the one to question the master hunter, expert survivor, and experienced adventurer. If you say it's instinct or dreams or whatever it might be, I believe you. He turns his head just enough to see me at the side of his eye and smiles warmly. Thanks. You're also in a pretty good mood. I mean, we're going pretty fast, but not as fast as I thought you'd be going. You're not holding off because of me, are you? No, again, I just have this feeling that he's safe. Safe? Yeah, and happy where he is. If you think he's happy, why bother coming here? They're wild furs. They're wild. I don't know their intentions. I don't know where my friend even is. I want to know that much at least. Not to mention, as I said, I'm basing everything off a dream, so I'm not really the most reliable source. If he really is happy... You want to at least say goodbye? He nods slowly. I took care of him for so long, thinking I'll finally have a friend of my own and someone I can brag about. What about Dallin and Aiden? Dallin is everyone's friend. It's not much of an accomplishment to be considered his friend, and Chelsea is the only one with the title of best friend. While Aiden, you heard him, he doesn't consider me a friend. I think Aiden likes you deep inside. He's just the kind of guy that doesn't know how to express his emotions. If you realize that last part about him in just 2 days, and that man has serious issues. Don't we all? Heh, right on that. They used to babysit me. Who, Dallin and Aiden? Yep. Well, they said they were just hanging out with me, but I know they had to keep an eye on me. Aiden was forced to do so by his father, while Dallin just kind of needed the job, since he wasn't a leader at the time and didn't want to depend on his family for money. They would also help Mr. and Mrs. Mandrake with chores around the house because they were both super busy and pretty old. I would terrorize the hell out of Aiden. That might be the reason he dislikes me so. That might be it, yep. I'm spilling too many beans here. I barely even paid attention where we're walking for the past minute. What are we looking for exactly? Will we find Seraph just randomly in the woods? Doubt it. We should be looking for a wild fur settlement. They usually live in tribes or at least groups. If we find some signs of them, we find them all. Could there be multiple clans in the same region? Nah, they're way too territorial. If there is one tribe in this forest, there is no other. Here, hold my hand. This way I can teleport us both out of danger instantly. You don't need excuses to hold my hand. You can hit on me when we get back. Now focus. I wasn't... Okay. A genius idea comes into our minds, and that is to shut the fuck up because we're in unfamiliar territory and don't know where a nightfallen might lurk. Alright, y'all, I'm going to pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank y'all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silverman. Thank you for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our not safe for work content as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!